さあ、今から呼びますね。Ron, welcome! Hey, woohoo!
Welcome to my house.
Wow, really?
No, but I'm manifesting it right now.
Great. So, Ron Johnson さんです。Yes, please welcome.
Hi, so happy to be here.
Great that we, it's kind of our dream to do this, right?
Definitely.
And it's so special. So welcome. For Instagram friends, now if it's available, maybe we can connect both on here so that ちょっと待ってね。Let's see. Ron.
I'm wondering if it's going to echo. Does
Yeah.
it echo?
I guess so. So maybe I only broadcast on my line, and then so let's.
I might be able to do the.
I just want to make sure they don't disconnect from my.
Okay, then let's try.
Computer.
I invited you, and let's see we want echo or not.
All right, let's give it a try.
And let's see how is it? You
Almost.
hello. Let me. Thanks for watching, and Aiko. Thanks for watching. So, can you speak a little so that we can test?
Yeah.
Is echo or not? And I can't hear your voice. Or you're muted. Oh, and you're watching it too. Hello. Hi. Okay. Then, ta-da. And you showing. Oh, I accepted you, but you want to come up? Yeah. Okay. これだと聞こえる? Can you hear? Maybe. Okay, then let's do this. That's not good. So, do you? ちょっと待って。これ、
What's going on?
Do you think, 今の状況を説明すると、今、インスタグラムの方の音を拾って、それで日本語、私がこっちのパソコンでなんですけど、でもね、I think it's better not to do on this so that we prefer this. So can you leave from the, Instagram so that I can focus on, I get your voice from the computer.
You want to look at the computer.
Yeah.
See. Can I do this real quick? I want to, before we go, is it possible to copy and paste the link into the live? So
yes, why not? Yes, please. じゃあちょっと今ね、インスタの方のリンクをこうやっているので、少々お待ちください。Yes. 今ちょっとね、I've been looking forward to this live. Thank you, Akiko. Hello. Thanks for watching, everyone.
This is awesome.
Yay, it's so awesome. Thank you.
That's on Instagram Live. I'm going to put the link on my Instagram story.
Yeah.
And you guys can join on Instagram. Join the chat on this new link here.
Please. Yes.
And I'm going to put on my Instagram story. So I'll catch you guys in a moment.
Yes.
Bye,
Catch you guys. Bye now. And hello, I'm Eriko for Ron's friends and Instagram friends. And I'm so happy to be here that we are now connecting US and Japan. Yay! And can you unmute yourself there? Hey, Ron.
Good. We're back.
Yay! Welcome back, Ron.
Give me help me out with one thing. Oh, here goes the share button.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, can you send me the URL, or can I just use this URL right here?
Yes. Actually, it's on moment. じゃあ
I
今
got
私の Oh, you got it? Oh, thanks.
Yeah, we're good. All right, we're
さあ
good.
Now, Ron is going to introduce himself in Japanese. Ta-da! 嘘です。No, I'm kidding.
Don't do that to me. That's not in the notes. That's not in the notes.
Yeah, maybe you can do a little short sentences. 私の名前は Ron です。Right? 私の
私の
名前は
名前は
Ron Johnson Jr. です。
Ron Johnson Jr.
です。
です。
Yay!
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to fly. I'm ready to fly.
It's so nice to see this first trial. Yay!
Yay! Thank you. Cheers to that.
Thank you. Yay! Thank
That
you.
feels good.
Amazing. Remy is my best friend. And
Hey,
my
Remy.
Yay!
Awesome.
Hooray! So why don't you introduce yourself first, and then I'm gonna translate it little by little, like if it's necessary. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay,
most of
sounds good.
ほとんどみんなわかると思うんで、みんな英語の練習と思って for Japanese people, I think you can understand what he's saying because he's gonna speak very slowly to me every time that anyway, 大丈夫だと思うので、ちょっと大事なところはね、私の理解の範囲内で、translate しますから。どうぞ Let's go! Woohoo! Welcome!
Hi, my name is Ron Johnson. I know we go from book club.
Mm-hmm.
It's online, and we read amazing books. And what's been cool is the book brings people together,
Mm-hmm.
but the people in our club is really that makes the experience so great.
Yeah.
And so I've been able to learn from other people from around the world. And I never would have been able to have this type of connection if it wasn't for Sean Croxton and his
Yes.
book club and the amazing people from around the world to connect us. And so I'm very happy to be able to connect with you.
Mm-hmm.
And more about me. I'm a curator of entrepreneurial experiences. A curator is someone who gathers pieces, a curator of a museum, things that exist already, and you can make a new experience out of it. And so something that I've done is I've done retreats with friends. We've gone to work on ourselves or work on our projects. I also have a youth entrepreneurship program called the Triton Pilot Program.
Mm-hmm.
Pilot, not as in someone who flies a plane, but pilot as a smaller version of a big idea. So like if there's a TV show, the first episode is usually called the pilot because you never know if the show is going to be actually good or not. So just like we have a new business, we're not sure if the business is going to be good or not. So this is the biggest point. Sometimes we think too far ahead that we get paralyzed because we're thinking about the big picture. I like to teach kids to just get started with what you have around you and how can you make something small and then build off of that like a snowball, you know. You don't build a mansion by creating the whole mansion first. You got to start with the foundation and the stages first. So that's going on. And I'm originally from Ohio and Michigan. But
so you will tell me about, maybe today is only 30 minutes special.
Okay.
And we can continue for the next week. So we are very curious about your backgrounds じゃあ
Okay.
ちょっと今、ロンの生い立ちについてを、これから今日はね、なんかスペシャルで聞いてみたいなと思うんですけど、Now you are in New York, right?
Yes. I'm in Brooklyn, New York. That's correct.
ブルックリンですよ。そしてね、
Brooklyn!
そして私たちは、このショーン・クロクストンっていう、私がね、いつも毎朝ジョギングしてる時に聞いてたのが、このポッドキャストのショーン・クロクストンの、なんかいろんなモチベーションのね、を短く編集したものを、その彼が、ポッドキャストのチャンネルがあって、それを聞いてたんですね。で、その彼のオープンしてるブッククラブ、それの一員がこの、ロンなの。で、ロンを知ったのはそこのコミュニティで、毎週本をね、たくさん英語の本を読んでるんですけど、私はそこに果敢にも挑戦して、ある意味私の中でチャレンジ。で、そこでいろんな学びをみんなでシェアしていく。で、その中の一人です。で、この彼はね、先生なんです。You are the teacher, right? The best teacher in the world to create new things, and you are kind of the teacher for the future.だから先生なんだけど、その学校の先生じゃなくって、なんか小さなこの大事なものっていうのをこう世の中に出していく、そういう子どもたちをどんどん育てたいっていうことで、大人にももちろんメンターみたいな感じで教えてるんですけど、それだけじゃなくって子どもたちのその、パイロットなんとかかんとかって言ってたのは、その子どもたちの、企業塾みたいなものだね。そう、それの先生もやってますということで、OK。So、そのバックグラウンドを今日は、なんか、So, as for we are Japanese, we are very curious about how American kids are growing up in the, or New York or wherever you are from. But so basically, like when you're born from two teenagers, please tell me about that background.
For me personally,
Yeah. Like
I was born in Ohio in a small town called Findlay, Ohio. My parents met in college, and then I lived in Cleveland for a little bit, and then I moved to Toledo, and that's where I spent most of my years from first grade to eighth grade. I went to a private school, and that private school had 13 kids. Eighth grade, we graduated with 13 kids.
Right? Only?
13.
Wow.
And half of us grew up together from first grade all the way through eighth grade. And it was
the rural
amazing.
Area? Ron, is that because the 13 is really for us is really small, small
class? It's small here in the States. That's a small class around the world.
Because of the rural area or kind of the very special school?
It was a very special school. It wasn't. I think it's because it was in a small city. City's called Toledo, Ohio. It was a private school. It was not a public school. So the classrooms were smaller, and that school was literally just a small school. And my eighth grade class, we're still. Majority of us are all still connected, all on Facebook. So I'll give you. Check this out. So I am 38.
Ohio, I'm gonna share. It's Ohio, right?
That's correct. You can look up Toledo. Toledo.
Yeah. Ohio is here, and it's all in Japan. So is it to east side or?
To the west, top and to the west by the water. Up in the top and to the west. Yep.
Toledo. ここで育った。This year, Ron grows up here. That's great. Sugoi is great in Japanese. Great.
Now, say it again. What's great?
Sugoi.
Sugoi.
Oh, sugoi. Sugoi.
Sugoi. Awesome.
You are originally from here.
Well, I moved. Well, I'm actually from Findlay, but Cleveland. If you zoom in again, go back to Toledo.
Yeah, here.
Go east. You'll see Cleveland at the top by the water. Go east.
Yeah.
You see Cleveland? Yep.
Cleveland.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
my mom and my dad are
Mhm.
from Cleveland.
All right.
My mom remarried and we moved to Toledo.
All right. So you
So
moved.
from first grade to eighth grade, I lived in Toledo, but I always went back and forth to Cleveland because my mom was from there and my dad lives in Cleveland. So I
Okay.
spent a lot of time going back and forth. I spent a lot of time on the Greyhound bus. I
Wow.
had to take the bus to go visit my dad on the weekends sometimes. And the bus is a very interesting experience. There's a certain group of people
Yeah.
in the 90s
Mhm.
that you get a little mix of everybody because that was the best way of getting around in a state like Ohio. But
Mhm.
after I graduated eighth grade, I moved to Michigan, which is right above Ohio.
Okay.
Yep. And so I lived in Rochester Hills, Michigan, and that's where I went to high school. So I was in Rochester Hills for 4 years. And
Mhm.
then I went to the great University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. You see Ann Arbor over there. I
Yeah.
lived in Ann Arbor for 4 years for college. Back down. Oh, not too far. Back up. Up. You see Toledo? Right above Toledo,
No.
there's Ann Arbor. Yep. Right there.
Here.
Up.
Never.
Yeah, that's where I went to college.
ここで大学を卒業したと。Okay.
Yes. Great university. The great University of Michigan. Go blue. Everybody got to say go blue. Can you guys put in the comments, go blue?
Go blue, go blue, go blue って書いてくださいって。
Go blue, go blue.
Wow. So it says,
Awesome.
世界とつながる時間素敵. So we are now connecting the world and it's awesome.
That's right.
Boy.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes, we are. After I graduated.
Okay.
Go
let's
ahead.
go. Actually, this area, go blue, go blue. This area is really cold area, right?
Yes, that lake there. We get a lot of cold weather because of that lake, and we're up north. So yes, it gets very cold, a lot of snow. I shoveled the snow growing up as a kid, and I had to mow the lawn when I was young. I used to do it every week, every time it snowed, shoveling the snow. That was a job.
Wow. And now you are
go blue.
Blue, and you're here.
Brooklyn, New York.
そして今はニューヨークにいます。Here. ね。
Yep, keep going. Oh, you know what? Go put it in the search. Type in the search bar.
Yeah. And
type in Brooklyn Museum. Brooklyn Museum. Brooklyn Museum. E. Yep, there it is.
Voilà.
So
Brooklyn Museum. So you're up here, around here.
So I'm not gonna give my personal information, but that's where I live. You guys can see me. You see me waving like. So I live in Brooklyn. I live by the Brooklyn Museum.
さあ皆さんはここに住んでいるからみんな Let's go to see him, right? Let's knock his door.
I have all the space.
Go blue, go blue.
Go blue. This is awesome. I gotta take a screenshot of that. This is awesome. What else?
Yeah.
So check this out. I've never been to New York before I moved there.
Oh.
I had no idea that I was going to live in New York.
All right. How come you chose New York?
One more time.
How come you chose New York?
All right, this is a good question. Oh, you did a perfect smile because I just took a screenshot. All right, so check this out. I've never been to New York. After I graduated college, I was looking for work in Ohio. I couldn't find a job in Ohio.
Oh.
And so I told one of my friends that he knew I was looking for a job, and he was looking for a job in New York because his girlfriend, now his wife, moved to New York.
Oh.
While he was interviewing for jobs to move to New York, he found a job. A couple months later, those job interviews called him to offer him a job if he was interested. But since he took a job already,
and you got that.
He referred me.
Oh.
The two job interviews was ABC television and ESPN television. I flew out to New York for the interview, and I got the ABC job on the spot.
Great.
And so I flew back to Cleveland. My mom and my dad, I packed up my things, and they drove me to Brooklyn, New York.
Wow.
And that was and they dropped me off. I'm just kidding. They did drop me off, but I have friends I stayed with, and I've been in Brooklyn for 2007 to now. So yeah, I'll be going on 15 years here in Brooklyn.
Okay.
I've been in Brooklyn longer than I lived in Findlay, Cleveland, Toledo, and Michigan. And so now this is where I spend most of my time here in Brooklyn.
Wow. So, but it's 15 years. It's quite a long time. And how, moment, back to your teenage.
Yeah.
Then how, so you are only child, or do you have brothers or sisters?
Only child.
Really?
That's it.
そうなんだ. I didn't know that. Was imagine like you
child.
Yeah. Okay. And then and right child always, right?
Yes. Or maybe.
Yeah. So your character, how do you describe yourself when you are the boy? Like happy child, or like a leader in the class?
I would definitely happy. How would my mom describe me? I was always getting into stuff. You know what it is? I like playing. I always like playing with people, and even getting into mischief or some trouble. I was always the one that got caught. I always got in trouble. Everyone else, I do the same thing as everybody else, but I will get caught all the time. Also, I was very funny, so I was definitely a class clown in elementary and high school. So when I guess I still am.
But you are good at learning and studying, right? Kind of smart kid, no?
I graduated college.
Yeah,
I graduated high school.
Okay.
I graduated.
Yes, me too. I graduated.
See? I finished the program.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Okay.
That's most important.
That's one thing.
Our both hobby-ish thing is running, right? You graduated.
Yes. I graduated. Go Blue. I graduated. That's all that matters. Okay.
Yeah, that's all it
That's
matters.
all that matters. Let's go. This is awesome. This is so cool.
Yeah, 面白いでしょ, Ron. You are so 面白い. 面白い is the top. You are still, the not the clown, but you are the star always.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I just love book club. It's always fun. Wait, you asked me a question about running.
Yeah. So when なんかね、ロンのこのエネルギーがいつもねすごい高いエネルギーがすごくみんなにね伝わってると思うんだけど、その一つの理由はジョギングフルマラソンを走るんですね。ちょっとそのことについても聞いてみたいと思います。So my question was that how do you keep your motivation or your good vibration like always? And maybe one reason is that you keep, jogging and training yourself. So maybe it's gonna be might be the next session, but maybe
Okay. Mhm.
yeah, can you touch a little bit about that?
About staying
About
motivated.
Or yeah,
Training.
training.
Cool. This is perfect.
Yeah.
I talked about my pilot program of starting something small of a bigger version of something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a marathon runner,
Mm-hmm.
and I a lot of things. Well, okay, I never planned on being a marathon runner.
Mm-hmm.
I never planned on moving to New York. I never
Mhm.
planned on working at ABC television.
Yep.
I never planned on being a business owner.
Mm-hmm.
All these little things, everything they have the same thing in common is that I asked and somebody helped me.
Mm.
So you asked me about running.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't talk about it yet, but we'll talk about it in the next session. I used to own a grilled cheese restaurant. One of my regulars challenged me to,
Mhm.
I have a Fitbit. So this is all together. I have a Fitbit, it tracks my steps.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted to see how come all these people were getting more steps than me. And I was talking to one of my regulars at my grilled cheese restaurant. And he said, why don't you just sign up for a half marathon and just learn what it's like?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, a marathon?
Yeah.
He said, I'll do it with you.
Wow. When was that?
2016.
Wow, 2016. Okay, so that's
I put my money up. I registered. It was $75 to register. I was like, I needed that $75. So if I'm going to put it up, I better run this marathon.
Whoa.
So I paid and I did my first marathon and it was amazing. But this is the
You made it.
Yeah. So this is the reason though. I had to close my restaurant. I had a good time. It was the #1 restaurant in Prospect Heights, my neighborhood, where the Brook Museum. That was #1 restaurant in Prospect Heights, and then I was the top 100. I was in the top 100 best places to eat in Brooklyn as well. In Brooklyn, all right. While I was opening that restaurant, I was so laser focused that a lot of things went wrong. And I ignored everything and I just kept sprinting. I just wanted to open up my restaurant. I was running fast in my head. My brains were just going fast. I just wanted to open a restaurant. It wasn't until 2 years later I was like, wow, this is not working out because I'm going through this whole journey with a sprint mentality.
Sprint mentality.
I'm going to sprint versus a marathon where you run slower for longer periods of time. And when it comes to entrepreneurship, you don't know what tomorrow brings or what next week brings. So if we slow down our pace and take our time, we can accomplish our goals better. But if you sprint through a marathon, you're going to injure yourself and you're not going to finish. And so since then, I had to close my restaurant. I've been running marathons ever since.
Wow.
Because I want to live my lesson. Oh, that's a t-shirt. I'm about to write that one down. I have to live my lessons. I have to live through. And I wanted to apply that to my thought process and the way I think and how I show up for people. And so ever since then, I've ran over 20 races in the last 5 years. So that's been a great experience. And now I help people and I have a running group for the Black alumni of the University of Michigan for the people that graduated. And we have over 700 people from around the world. And we have people in Japan.
Great.
700 people, and some of them live in Japan, and they're all running 50 miles a month. So that's 1.6 miles a day.
Can you just ちょっと書いて誰か。Can you write it down? How long?
What's that?
I'm not good at mathematics, so
50 miles a day?
yeah, 50. And
What
it
is
with
that? What's
0 kilometers. Anyway,
let me see.
it's
Yep, here we go.
今からの can I
80 kilometers
80 kilometers. Wow.
a
Thank
month.
you.
A month. 80 kilometers a month.
80キロを毎月走ってると。Okay. ちょっと there's so many stories, but now we are running out of time. 30 minutes over. So I want to continue this beautiful story about your life so that everyone can, you know, どうだった? Everyone can understand and inspire from Ron's story, right? And
That's awesome.
understand that he is funniest guy in the world. And the word, beautiful words, you don't know what tomorrow brings, right? And then he is just like, you know, the focus on razor, focus on present. And also he is really good at, you know, entertain people like this. If my lessons, oh yeah. 皆さんありがとう。ジョギングしてる時間が自分を考える時間になる。So she says during jogging, it's kind of the concentrating on thinking about you, yourself, like meditating.
And yep, and keeping track of your breathing as well. And that's what they do with meditation. So to keep track of your breathing, and it's very meditative.
Yeah, I totally agree with it. はい。というわけで、今日はちょっとね、it's a first trial for you in connecting Japan and US. And how do you feel?
I feel amazing. Really, like I've always wanted to do this. I know we talked about it for a couple months, and now we are here. We didn't sprint through it. We waited for the right time to make it happen. And you said, hey, let's do something. And I'm like, let's do it. So I feel great. And, you know, there's a lot of people talk about things, but we follow through. And that's the big part, because we can get stuck on the talking, but we don't know what we're doing. We just wanted to start something.
Little by little, little makes a lot.
And that's how you complete a marathon.
Yeah, that's right. So,
That's right.
wait for next week. Thank you guys. 今日はね、このロンのエネルギーを本当に感じてもらったら、それだけでなんか成功だなと思っているんで、で、彼のこの生き方とか、このエネルギーの上げ方とか、その、なんか、ある意味コーチングみたいなところとか、いろんなところで、つながって、それでまた日本とアメリカ、また世界もつながっていくっていうのをイメージしてるんで、まずはこれはね、今日のフローに乗って、こうやって話せたらよかったなと思うので、ちょっとI didn't translate whole, but I guess everyone understand the feeling.
I think it seems like it. Yeah, I was watching the comments. I'm impressed.
Yes, thank you. それでは、そんな感じで。Thank you so much, Ron, and
I
everyone.
learned so much. Thank you so much, everybody. I learned a lot. I can't wait to learn more from you. I appreciate it.
ありがとう。Thank you so much.
Arigato. All right, later.
It was nice to see the first trial. Thank you. And end of broadcast します。Thanks for watching and have a great day. See you.
Bye.